Hello, sir. My name is Mahesh Kailash Thakre, and me and my group have done a people to report on water management. So, in that, we have collected information about water management and have done a case study on Parvati water treatment plant, which provides and circulates water throughout in Pune city. Uh, so, uh, Next slide. Firstly, we are going to know where is our Earth's water. As we know, our Earth has 71% of water, where only 3.5% is fresh water, and remaining all is saline water, which cannot be consumed. Only 2.5% is fresh water, among which 30.1% is groundwater and 1.2% is surface water, and remaining all is in the form of ice in the both poles, north and south. So, in from that figures, we can understand that how much it is required to save water, to uh, to reduce the damage, to reduce the risk of water crisis. So, our main objective is talking about our objective, due to industrialization and urbanization, water demand have drastically increased, and industry consumes a lot of water, and due to pollution, the fresh water bodies getting polluted, which are not being used by animals. So we have to develop some preservation method to preserve the water for the future, to obtain sustainability. So our main aim to start preventing measure before it get too late, and start saving and managing water as much as possible to avoid water crisis. So talking about the introduction, what some points which are as follows. First, planning proper usage of water, developing suitable system for water management, proper distribution according to the need of place, managing water resources. So as we know, next slide. So as we know, irrigation sector uses a large quantity of water from the ancient times, because the primary occupation of majority of people in India is agriculture. Due to irrigation need large quantity of water, and industries like chemical factories, textile and garment industries, production industries use water for various processes such as fabrication, processing, washing, diluting, cooling. According to Ministry of Water, 40 billion cubic meters of water Indian industries were using, which is among 6% of total water available. World Bank estimates that the current industrial water used in India is 30% of total fresh water withdrawal in the country, and water demand for industrial use and energy production will grow at a rate 4.2% per year, rising from 67 billion cubic meter to 228 billion liter, which, in 1999 to 2050. So it is to you, Aniket.
Yes, there are some mathematic terms which are used to measure filtration rates, backwash waters, backwash flow, and backwash percentage. Generally, filtration rate is measured in gallon per minute per feet square. Thus, these are formulas to measure various types of mathematics terms like filtration rate and backwash water. Next slide, slow. There are some list of instruments to measure the level of waters. We use level measurements instruments, and to measure the flow of water, we use instruments. In level instruments, we generally use the water level indicators. Like these indicators, we use to measure level of water. Then we also use the flow instruments to measure the flows of this water. Next slide. Third one is pressure instrument. These instruments include sensors, transmitters, gauges, and etc. to measure the pressure of water in tank and pipes. And number four, water quality management instruments. These includes those instruments which which states that the water is uh, water is treated or not, and it is drinkable or not. Next slide. This will be performed by so
Arem-
Aditya hai. Aditya Patil.
In above slides, we can discuss about the different methodologies used in water management, that are rainwater harvesting, groundwater recharge, and recycling of wastewater. First one is rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting system. Rainwater harvesting system is collection of rainwater from the surface which directly receives rainfall, means the surface of ground, surface of roof, and different. Rainwater harvesting is one of the simplest and oldest method of self-supply of water for household and residential and other household scale purposes, usually financed by the owner. Rainwater harvesting of household purposes means collecting the rainwater from the rooftop or from the ground is generally financed by the owner because the, the running cost of a household rainwater harvesting is not much. But the rainwater harvesting project for the hospitals or schools or other facilities, they may require more cost than the household purpose. This type of schools, hospitals, rainwater harvesting projects are financed by government bodies or other organizations. Next slide, please. So, groundwater recharge. Groundwater recharge is a natural process. Groundwater recharge or deep drainage or percolation is a hydrologic process. Hydrologic process means the process by which the seawater is evaporated and then the clouds are falling the rain, and that is the rain that is falling on the surface of earth, that is recharging the groundwater level with the help of through the aqua. This rainwater recharging process involves the aqua. Aqua means the small hose to which the underground level is increased. Next slide, please. So, recycling wastewater or STP system. Recycling wastewater involves the grey water system and black water system. Grey water system is easier to purify, and the black water system is difficult because it contains many bacteria. The chart is above chart shows you the rainwater harvesting, recycling of wastewater, through which the through the river the water wastewater that is go in the river is taken into recycling plant, and that again that is recycled and supplied to the factories, agriculture, or city. And the emulent that is coming out from the recycling wastewater plant that again pass into the river. Above slide are explained by Som.
In this slide, I'm going to explain the various procedures used in a water treatment plant. The first step in the water treatment plant is the collection of the water. The source of water for water treatment is typically from a local river, lake, or reservoir, and this water is transported to the water treatment plant through with the use of a series of pumps. This water collected from the rivers is transported to this temporarily to the large reservoirs. The second step involved in the water treatment plant is the screening and staining. In this process, the various particles and large items are carried away with the water, and these items should be removed before they enter the water treatment plant, because these items can damage the machine parts, and it can cause much more damage. For this process, the large metal screen is used, which strain out the large items carried with the water. The third, large screen is placed in front of the water source intake. The third step is chemical addition. Once the water is collected in the reservoir, chemicals like aluminum sulfate and alum are added in the water, which helps to make the suspended particles in the water make heavier and settle down in the reservoir. The fourth step is coagulation. In this step, the rapid mix unit is used, where a coagulant is added to water to provide a quick and through mixing. In next slide, the figure shows the tank, which is showing the coagulant process, in which the water is mixed thoroughly with the alum and aluminum sulfate. The fourth step is sedimentation. After some time, the suspended particles settle down in the reservoir. These particles are removed and thrown out from the water, and the water is flowed for the further process. Um, Next step is filtration. Uh, uh, After sedimentation, some particles are still remaining in the water. For this, the filtration is carried out. The water is passed through the filters like sand filter and pressure filter. After that, disinfection is the most important step. The after filtration, there may still be bacteria and viruses remaining in the water. To ensure these are destroyed, the most common disinfection process is chlorination. And after this process, the water is transported to the reservoir for the storage, from where it is supplied to the various uses. The softwares required in the water treatment plant are GPS and WaterPro. The GPS software helps to increase the efficiency of the wastewater facility design, and WetPro helps to simulate the various process operation, which makes it easier to calculate the other processes and determine the results of it. The ISO standards used in it are ISO 1400:2016. This standard is necessary to ensure that the plant has an adequate system for minimizing the water contamination and wastage. The next ISO is ISO 24512:2007, related to drinking water and wastewater. The third ISO used is 16075:2015. This standard gives the guidelines for treated wastewater uses. The safety aspect used in the water treatment plants are all pipes and electric systems must be labeled properly, which helps to understand their processes and use of that pipe. The next safety aspect is proper maintenance of the machinery, which should be carried out quarterly or month or weekly. After that, ensure all the railings are adequate to prevent a fall. Sometimes the worker have to walk towards the reservoir for addition of the alum and aluminum sulfate. For this, it should be ensured that the railings are adequate to prevent fall. Employees should also follow any confined space entry requirements set by OSHA. The next point is guarantee and warranty periods of the instrument. The guarantee period and warranty periods are almost similar. The level instruments have 5 years guarantee warranty. Flow instruments have 5 years guarantee warranty. Pressure instruments also have 5 years guarantee warranty. But water quality measurements are delicate and sensitive. That's why they have less guarantee warranty period, which is 3 years. The maintenance required are proper cleaning and repair of pumps and pipelines, the inspection of storage tanks and defects, cleaning and checking of various gauges and instruments, cleaning of reservoir and checking of stored alum and other filtration devices. The next is Rishikesh will present the next slides.
So in this slide, I will explain the cost associated and the details of the water treatment plant of the Parvati. So actually we have done the case study on the water treatment plant, which is located at Parvati, which is of the Pune Municipal Corporation. It is located to the Sehagad Road in Pune. Its capacity is around 5 million liters per day, and estimate sheet amount is rupees 17,906 lakhs, and the tender amount is about 1,611 millions. Next slide. So there are some future scopes in this water management or water treatment plant. So we see that water treatment plants are going to see being used in different technology setups. Also in the sewage treatment plants, tertiary treatment plants, agriculture water waste treatment plant. So in agriculture, it is also there is a large scope to implement various techniques, and these plants can be installed in numerous setups, which may be industrial, in human colonies, as well as in agricultural land, until there is requirement for safe disposal of water generated. Next slide. So we also see some employment opportunities in water treatment, as being a mechanical engineer, design engineer for plumbing system, pump, air conditioning, etc. Have a huge scope in this sector. Also, as an inspection engineer in various processes, chemical engineer for quality measurements, for maintenance, supervisor for pumps, tanks, and instruments. There is also some employment opportunities. Mechanical engineer work in water management. Mechanical engineers design and help maintain system for plumbing, pipes, air conditioning, and heating, and heavy machineries. Plan and design tools, engines, and machines to perform specialized functions such as delivery a steady flow of chemicals at a certain rate into the water supply at a treatment plant. So this is all about the employment opportunities. And thank you.